Hello guys, welcome back to the news, my country people. It is just so sad and so shameful that our government are toiling with us. In fact, it has been made clear to all Nigerians that the government are really playing with us. Now, all the policies and the decisions that they have been making have been affecting the masses negatively, starting with the CBN Naira redesign policy, which was introduced last year. To the point, Godwin Emefiele gave a deadline stating that by January 31st, that will be the deadline for the submission of the old Naira notes. And Nigerians, rushed to deposit their money into the banks, thinking that they would, have access to the new ones. But it was all a lie. It was a big scam of the highest order. And then Nigerians hurriedly deposited their old Naira notes into the banks, and then CBN closed. In fact, they shut Nigerians off. Now, to get the new Naira notes become, a very big problem. We started seeing cases of the new Naira note scarcity. That was what we faced. And then Nigerians battled day and night under the sun just to get their money, standing under long queues to get their money. At the end of the day, the bank will pay you 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, as the case may be. And so many have lost their lives in this process. Many have died in this process. So it is just so clear that all the policies and the decisions of the government have been affecting the masses negatively. Meanwhile, Godwin Emefiele stated that Nigerians will see the reason why he introduced the policy is because they want to curb vote buying. Okay, the election came, and what did we see? All the desperate attempts to make sure that there was no vote buying, there was no rigging of the election. Alas, what did we see? There was huge electoral manipulation in these 2023 general elections. In fact, this is the highest we have seen since the history of Nigerian elections. This is the highest of corruption we have ever seen. Which brings us to today's news report, as Dino have stated that President Muhammad Buhari and the INEC chairman Yakubu are Africa's greatest conmen. They use the Naira swap policy to deceive Nigerians and manipulate the election process. Let's find out more as we hit the news. But if you're joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. A former senator, Dino, has called out President Muhammad Buhari's government and the Central Bank of Nigeria on how they use the Naira swap policy to deceive Nigerians. Milaye, a spokesperson for the People's Democratic Party Presidential Campaign Council, accused Buhari's government and the Apex Bank of giving the ruling All Progressive Congress APC presidential candidate Bola Tinubu the advantage during the conduct of the 2023 general elections. The former federal lawmaker said this in a video released on Friday morning via his Twitter page, which was a reaction to the outcome of the Saturday's poll. The Apex Bank earlier set the deadline for the old 200, 500, and 1,000 naira notes for January 31st, 2023. But due to the scarcity of the new naira notes and its attendant effect on the economy, the Apex Bank extended the deadline for the exchange of the old naira notes for the newly designed ones till February 10th. However, President Muhammad Buhari in a broadcast said the ban on the old 500 and 1,000 would stay, but extended that of the old 200 notes by a further of 2 months. He stated he said, we will be assisted by God Almighty to make sure that the people's mandate freely given to Atiku Abubakar is retrieved. We spent over 400 billion just to get a show. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, deceived Nigerians. Professor Yakubu and President Muhammad Buhari, they are the greatest conmen that came out of Africa. So the whole concept of redesigning Naira was a deception, because money was given to Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC shared new notes across the country on the election day, while the PDP was starved of funds. The issue of going to court accusing Godwin Emefiele were all part of the scam and was all part of the drama, was all part of the deception a ground-style deception against Nigerians. And I want to warn that this is not the end. This is surely not the end. Mr. Dino further pleaded to all the supporters of the opposition party to ensure that the alleged injustice does not stand by, continuing to show their support and commitment to the party's presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar. So guys, this is coming from Dino, who have stated that President Muhammad Buhari and the INEC chairman are the Africans' greatest conmen. My country people, no be small thing, no. So recently, Dino have been up and down fighting the INEC chairman because of the issues of the irregularities and the electoral manipulations that has, gone on in the 2023 February 25th presidential elections. We all saw what happened, and Dino have really strongly kicked against this issue. Now, he has come out to Nigerians stating that, see, this issue of the Naira redesign and all was just a desperate plan to make sure that the PDP was starved of funds, because at the end of the day, all the newly redesigned Naira notes was given to the APC. It was given to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and none of the new Naira notes got to the PDP. So the PDP was starved of funds, and has also stated that even those northern governors who were going to court at that time, dragging Godwin Emefiele, dragging the CBN, also President Muhammad Buhari, he has stated that all those acts we were seeing were all scam, that it was all part of the drama and it was part of the deception. In fact, all those we were seeing was a ground-style deception against Nigerians, guys. But he has stated that this is not the end, my country people. When will all these things stop? So these, our politicians, our leaders, they have been using our brains for long. I'm telling you that it won't happen again, no. It won't happen again. We have to say enough is enough to all that has been happening. So Dino is crying that all this injustice must really stop. That it must stop. It can no longer, go on again, because it seems that President Muhammad Buhari, have really tried in deceiving Nigerians. In fact, he and the INEC chairman have done a good work by deceiving Nigerians, my country people. What are your thoughts concerning Dino allegation towards President Muhammad Buhari? Because with all we are seeing, yes, we know that the government did not try at all. And now with what we are seeing, the Supreme Court have declared, they have given their judgment stating that the old 200, 500 and 1,000 naira notes will have to come back into circulation and coexist with the new ones. That is the latest judgment that the Supreme Court gave, and that is it. So my country people, all what we have suffered has just been in vain. All the Naira scarcity crisis we have been facing have just been in vain, because at last the Supreme Court have ordered that the old Naira note will remain a legal tender till December 31st. So what are we to do? We have suffered in vain. All what we were trying to do was to stop vote buying, but then the elections was rigged. In fact, it was highly rigged by the INEC itself. So what are we to do, my country people? What are your thoughts concerning Dino statement about President Muhammad Buhari and the INEC chairman? Kindly share your thoughts concerning this in the comment section down below. Thank you. Bye for now.